Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good week in trading this week. We had a really good week for the portfolio. Was able to add to a couple stocks this week, some that we're already holding. So we added to those. Didn't really sell anything this week because the portfolio was doing so good. I didn't worry so much about pocketing any money this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at our portfolio, talk about what we did this week, as well as what we may do next week. We got a short week with Memorial Day, and wishing everybody a Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day this weekend. Don't forget those that served for our country and that have lost their lives. Just in honor for them, I'm wearing this shirt tonight. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. We've got a couple of subscribers recently. Haven't had any in the last week, so go ahead and click that subscribe button, and let's see if we can get a few more this week. All right, thanks, and let's go ahead and cut over. Let's take a look at that. Here's our portfolio. Today, the market did close in the green, but it was a little flat. We started out halfway decent this morning, had some green periods of time on the portfolio this morning, but we ended up in the red, as you can see here. Pretty much everything gave back what green they had. So let's take a look at where we're at on some of these. Tesla, we can see here, if you look at the charts over here to the right, you'll see it did have some green periods there. This is the one of the ones I added it to this week on the 27th. This week, which would have been yesterday. We did add a few shares to this one. We're pretty close to, actually, we may be even or up a little bit on Tesla, but I just like the way it's been acting, so I did go ahead and add. As you can see here, we've had a pretty good week with Tesla, starting out the week down here at 580 or so, and then we're up to 625, so very good week for Tesla. I like the momentum that's been showing up there. Did close down today, but it's been looking really good this week, so we'll go ahead and hang on to that one for a little while. Try to get our 6% out of that if we can. All right, and so the next one under here is MSTR. Now, MSTR took a hit today. Tesla probably took the same hit because of the Bitcoin had pulled back a little bit, but it had started out down in the red today and ended up in the red, I believe. So 5-day chart on that one, though, you can see we are up just a tad for the week. Bitcoin's been hanging around 35,000 up to 40,000. I think it's down a little bit below that. May get some more this weekend if it dips. But this one just, this is our Bitcoin stock. It's going to follow whatever Bitcoin's doing. Pretty good week this week, though. I mean, it's up a little bit, heading in the right direction anyway. All right, so next on the list is X. X had a pretty decent week, I believe. Let's go ahead and pull up that chart for that one. Take a look at that 5-day chart. Yeah, you can see it's had a good week. Started out the week down here at 23.82 and closing at a couple bucks higher than that. That's almost 10% gain for the week. That's not bad. Not bad at all. We don't have any of that right now. My entry point level on that is going to be about 21, and it hadn't been there for a while. Let's see. Yeah, so it's been 23 has been about as low as it's got. So if it gets to the 21 level, let's see if it's gotten there anytime lately. Back over here. Yeah, it's been a while. Been more than a month since it's been 21. I may have to rethink my entry level on that, but we'll see. Hadn't been in a hurry to get in it, but it sure has been doing good. HUT, MF, that's HUT 8 Mining Corporation. They were actually started out really good today. As you can see here, they were up to 450. And then they just sold off as the Bitcoin went down. That's expected. When Bitcoin goes down, that's what that one's going to do. For the week, it looks like it's probably finished close to flat, almost flat. Maybe down just a hair for the week. Not bad. Holding up, but it's going to take Bitcoin to get on the run for that one does anything. NVAX. Now, NVAX Still waiting on news on that one. They do have a meeting next week, and maybe some news will come out then. Still waiting on news for the testing of U.S. and Mexico. Also waiting on news for approvals. The approvals I don't believe is going to come anytime soon. Maybe July or sometime. They did say that was going to be delayed, but these test results should be in any time now as far as U.S. and Mexico goes. So that's probably going to make it pop. We did have an interesting day yesterday. Uh, had a pretty good week with Novavax. It looks. Let's see here. Well, actually, it looks like it's pretty much flat all week. It did have some good run up here, and then it sold off. And this was yesterday. Uh, but what really interesting yesterday was this here. See this dip here, and look at the volume spike. And right at the close, it had gotten beaten down pretty good, and it's down $3 or $4, maybe even $5. And then it shot up right there at the close with that volume spike, which that kind of tells me that some folks are just, as soon as there's an opportunity to beat it down a little bit, they're gonna jump all over it. Just the size of that volume yesterday made me think that that's some big boys playing around. I didn't see any signs of them today. Let's see what the volume was today. Yeah, see this volume here, uh, 1.7. That's about where we were yesterday at the close, and then all of a sudden, about 2 or 3 million shares traded, and right at the close, and it brought it all the way back from $3 or $4 down almost to even. So it was an interesting close yesterday. Not sure what was going on there, but it was definitely some big boy involved because of that size of the volume right there at the end. All right, so we're waiting on some news. Until we get that news, this is the conference they're going to be involved in next week. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick and give you a date and time on that. That's next Tuesday, June the 1st. Market is closed Monday, 1:30 Eastern time. So, and they could have some news come out about the test results. And whenever they have these meetings, a lot of times they will do something like that, is go ahead and announce some good info before the meeting. So, got my fingers crossed that's what's going to happen. Did add to Novavax this week at the 150.10 mark. The Tesla we added at 618.10, so that's pretty good. We're doing pretty good with that. And then Novavax we added at 150.10, so we're down a little bit from what we added the other day. Okay. This was more of a cost average. This was just adding because I like the action in Tesla. It didn't really improve my cost average any, but I just wanted to get some more shares of it because the way it's acting. Novavax different. Novavax we're in at over 200, and so I wanted to try to bring that cost average down. The problem with what I've got right now is I've got so many shares of it. I don't want to buy a whole lot more because I don't want to have all my money in one stock. So, or a good majority of money in the one stock. We've got a good size stake in it right now. I've got a lot of confidence in this one, but I don't want to get too dangerous with it. So being real careful there. But we just added, a few more shares just to try to bring that cost average down a little bit. And we did a little bit, not too much, but we did. SPCE, this is Virgin Galactic. Now, Virgin Galactic, they did good this morning. They started out, if you look at the chart over there on the left side, see how they came up really good this morning. Yesterday they did good. They've done good this week, and then looks like they sold off at the end of the day and almost flat there. Disappointing close here. But let's pull up the chart, look at the 5-day chart, see what we've done. Yeah, there's a good trend there. You can see we're going from 24 to 31. That's a really good week. We're getting on up there. That's good. We're in higher than that, but still, that was a good recovery. Another week or two like that, and we'll be selling this one. All right, so trying to go get that cash on the sideline. We could have actually sold Tesla, for some CD money, what I call CD money, 1.5% or so, maybe 2% at one time, and got a lot more cash on the sideline, which we are, by the way, 17.63% cash still. A little bit lower than I want to be, but this market, the way things have been moving, I just wanted to get into some of these even more. So TLRA has done pretty good here lately. Today showed off a little bit. Let's take a look. You can see the chart was really good. Strong start to the day here. You see a little chart here, and then they sold off and closed in the red. So I think people were taking profits because I think this one was up for the week. Yeah, you can see here this one was up for the week at 15, almost a buck 40. So and actually, when from the high there, it was even much higher. Almost a couple of bucks there. So that's probably why people just start taking their profits on that, especially on 3-day weekend. But look at this volume here. We're running almost 3 times volume, so there's definitely something going on with the Tilray stock. We like to see that when the volume picks up. That usually does well. Nicola's done well as well here lately. Let's see what it did. I think let's go back and look at that little small chart. It kind of shows you the green. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, it had a little bit of green today, a couple of times. Let's go back to the 5-day chart now. Has done well lately. Look at this 5-day chart. It's a nice looking 5-day chart. 12 all the way up to almost 15. So that's a pretty good little gain there. What is that, about 20% almost? Something like that. Okay, so that's been a good little run. We're down on that one, but we got a good stake in it. But it's heading the right direction. The volume's a little bit heavier than normal. So I like that. And it looks just like somebody probably took some profits today right before the close just to get their money out of the market for the 3-day weekend. And people do that all the time. Again, here's the market. Here's S&P, Dow, and it was just pretty much a flat day. Oil's all the way up to 66 here. So if you're holding any of those stocks like MPC, you're probably doing pretty good there. Gold's up a little bit. But other than that, we had a really good week for our portfolio. Did not pocket any money this week. We've done well for the pocket on the month, though, so we're going to be happy with what we got for the month. Didn't quite pay for the retirement, but pretty close for the month. But we've done well for the pocketing money all year, so we're not really going to hurt in that range as far as the retirement goes. We're pretty safe. All right, so the portfolio goes up and down, so we can't worry about that. Just that's what's going to happen when the market pulls back. That portfolio goes up and down. Doesn't mean anything's a bad pick or anything's wrong. Sometimes it takes time for these things to go up, and sometimes you don't get the bottom. You never hardly ever do. At least speaking for myself, it's usually not the bottom when I buy that first lot, and so. In the second a lot of times. So you just got to be patient and wait for these things to turn green. And that's what we'll do. We're holding some that are very close to getting close up to that green, Tesla being the top one. And any kind of news could get us right back to the green on that NVAX as well. MSTR is going to follow that Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin ever has a big run, it's going to be right there with it. And so we're okay. And we'll just hang on to everything we've got. I'm deep into the market. Like I said, only 17% cash, almost 18. A little bit more. I'd like to have more cash. And Tesla gets up there around that 5-6% range. We'll probably cash in on that. And that would be a good bit of cash to get back on the sideline. So it gives us a little bit more to trade with. And it's really hard to pick things right now with the market doing what it's doing. And I hate to cost average things and get all my cash tied up, but I really got confidence some stuff's going to happen with that NVAX real soon, as well as the Tesla. Okay. So anyway, I hope you have a great holiday weekend. Be safe. And again, don't forget to subscribe to this by clicking this button right over here. All right. Have a great holiday. We'll talk to you later on in the week, probably Monday afternoon or something. Thanks. Tuesday. I'm sorry. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.